Welcome to the Garage Gym Experiment podcast, where we dive deep into the home gym scene. Each week, we put out Sunday surveys where you tell us your thoughts on products, builds, and all things home gym related. We're here to break down the numbers and to talk shop. So thanks for listening, and let's get started. Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Garage Gym Experiment podcast. This is Adam, and I'm joined by Jake. And on this Sunday survey edition of the podcast, we're talking about what people own. After that, we're going to get some initial thoughts on HomeGymCon. This is an event that we are putting on and that we announced earlier this week. So with that, Jake, what do people own?
All right. Thank you, Adam. And a little background. For this survey, we asked about 29 different pieces of equipment that you may own in your home gym. Everything from maybe a barbell or a med ball or a jump rope, power rack, GHD, belt squat. So we have 29 different items here. We've been doing this is a repeat survey that we do every 6 months or so, and this is the fourth time. So I'm going to quickly run through some of the highlights of this most recent survey, and then we have a number of slides just showing how some of these have trended over the past couple of years. So to start, I'll say I did forget to ask about resistance bands. So typically you'd see resistance bands above 90%. So just keep that in mind. But this time around, we have the number one owned item is a barbell with 97%. Number two, dumbbells. Number three, squat rack / power rack. Number five, jump rope. A few other points just to mention, we see 79% owning bumper plates compared to 72% owning iron plates. We have 72% owning stall mats compared to 13% owning rolled flooring. When you get down to the heavier strength machines, the number one item owned here is the functional trainer. Belt squat, 17%, GHD, 16%, reverse hyper, 16%, leg press at 8%. A few more people own rowers than air bikes and treadmills, but it's all really close. We did see a spike, and I'll show you a chart in a little bit showing a rise in stationary bikes. Those went all the way up from in the 30s to 54%. It's such a high jump that it's like, was that actually real? But I double checked it and it was. So we'll see next time around as we do this survey if it's legit or not. Adam, as you are looking at this, is there anything else that stands out to you? There may not be. There's a lot here.
Yeah, one thing that kind of struck me is that, I mean, it's only by 1%, but 93% owning dumbbells and 92% owning squat rack, power rack. Kind of felt like barbell and squat rack would be the primary. It is for most of us when we start buying. And then when you see things like iron plates and bumper plates, like how many own both is always going through my head. Same thing with those CrossFit cardio machines. A lot of people have multiple ones of those. So, yep. Interesting.
Yeah, there's a good chance if you own an air bike, you also own a rower. Okay. So that's a good point. If you are listening, either go to the blog or go to the YouTube page and you can kind of just see everything. There's quite a bit here, like I said, and there's just, if you want some additional information, you can go there. Next, like I said, this is the fourth time around that we've done this every 6 months or so. One of the important notes that you can see with the trending information is basically all of the essentials are going up. So for example, the last 4 times we've done this survey, barbell's gone up a few percentage points each time. Power rack's gone from 75 to something along the lines of 92, I think I mentioned last time. Stall mats are going up, adjustable bench, bumper plates, and iron plates, pretty much for the most part, are going up each time. So we're just seeing more people with complete home gyms, either growing their home gyms this way or those new to the survey with more of a complete setup, I should say. On the other hand, we're seeing some items leveling out. So over the course of the past couple years, or I should say it's truly a year and a half, but most of them are up significantly. So the plus minus is at least 10%. Here are just some examples that we're not seeing too much growth at all. So the slam balls only gone up about 6%. Air bike has been pretty level. It's only gone from about 29% to 33%. Ab mat, 2% difference. Belt squat, 1% plus minus difference. And then jump rope. That's only gone from 77.8 to 78.9%. So just some items leveling out. And I think, Adam, we are so close to the scene that this definitely makes sense. Any of these surprise you that they're kind of leveling
No,
out?
not with these items. Maybe the belt squat being at 16%. Maybe I'd expect that one to grow a little bit, but no, these make sense as like just being steady.
Next up, benches. So we are both pretty big fans of saying, just if you're starting out a home gym, just get an adjustable bench. They're a little bit more, but it'll likely serve you in a more versatile way longer than a flat bench will. You'll most likely want to ultimately get an adjustable bench soon after getting a flat bench, realizing what you're missing. And most of the adjustable benches, even if they're just kind of in that moderate price, will do the job for most people. So with that, we are seeing adjustable benches climb in the what do you own survey higher than flat benches. Stationary bikes have recently taken off over the past year or so of this data. So like I said, in that first few minutes, the stationary bike saw a big jump going from something like 36% to 54%. And then all of the others, rower, treadmill, and air bike, have hovered around the upper 20s to lower 30 percentages. So you're not seeing a big rise in any of those from year to year. Strength machines. So we saw a good jump in belt squat last February when we did this, but this time around the jump came from the functional trainer. So that is now the number one item we're seeing of people owning strength machines. And in general, all of these on the chart here, which are belt squat, reverse hyper, GHD, leg press, and functional trainer, we're seeing a percentage or two tick up each time these surveys are added. So that's it with some of the more trending data. So I would say functional trainers on the rise. If you listen to our previous surveys, you wouldn't be surprised there. Stationary bikes is something to keep an eye on. And then, adjustable benches. And maybe this is just because there's been a lot better options come out within the past few years. Those continue to climb as well in the What Do You Own survey. All make sense? Any additional feedback?
Nope. Sounds good.
And then lastly, so we announced HomeGymCon in our most recent Sunday survey discussion. We simply asked, what would you like to see? Anyways, this is something that we are going to put on. It's going to be next April at a spot that is TBD, but we'll know very soon.
It has been
but
BD'd,
we may. I don't know, Adam.
For you guys, it'll be TBD. But it'll be in the beautiful state of
TBD.
Indiana.
It will be in the beautiful state of Indiana. Pretty convenient for quite a lot of people. It's within driving distance of some big cities. Fly into Indianapolis or even Louisville, and the drive will be under an hour and a half or so to get to the destination. But yeah, anyways, we'll chat about this more on our next Knurled News podcast episode and dive into like what we're planning, what we have so far, and just chat about it more. But anyways, with this survey, simply wanted to see what's the level of interest: high, medium, low, neutral. So I think I'm pretty happy with these results. So obviously this is not something that 197,000 people are going to be interested in, which is the amount of followers we have on Instagram. So, but about a third, about 33% voted high interest in HomeGymCon. I would say only those voting high interest would actually consider going. Even if it's medium, probably not really something high on your wish list to go to. So medium, 44%, only 18% voted low, and then 6% voting neutral. Adam, are you surprised by these results?
I'm not. This is like, and I also think it's a very positive look as well. We're not going to tease anything right now, but I'm excited for what we've been sharing and
cool.
what's other people have been putting out there. Like the ideas are endless. It's just putting it together now.
Exactly. Yeah, the initial interest levels and the overall just amount of people that have reached out has been a good sign. I'm really happy to hear it. So like I said, we'll chat more about that in our next Knurled News podcast, give a little bit more details, and go from there. And I think that's going to do it.
Cool. All right, well, that's going to do it for us. Did you like tonight's episode? Be sure to keep your eye out for new episode releases wherever you listen to podcasts. Stay involved on our social media sites by following Garage Gym Experiment and taking part in our Sunday surveys on Instagram so that you can be a part of the conversation. Like, follow, subscribe to the channel on YouTube, and get involved in our website for all your home gym content needs. Jake, do you have anything else left for our listeners? I'm waiting for the day he says yes. All right, well, that's going to do it. Thanks, guys.